Hello everybody, welcome to VR Master League here on this Saturday evening, getting started in our first of a multitude of games. Many will be streamed. There are 11 matches, as chat was pointing out in there in the Twitch tonight. A lot of games, we'll stream as many of them as we can. Few overlaps, so we shall see. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm Palidore. Next to me on the casting booth, it's Caption, the man with the caps. How's it going?
Great. How are you?
I'm pretty good. As I was saying just before we went live, got my Dr. Pepper. I ate some pancakes at 4 p.m. Don't judge me, Twitch chat. But basically, and with syrup at that. So basically, I just had two things that is probably not good to have when I'm trying to do a speaking role here in VRML. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it might be looking like a good game here. Obviously, Spaghetti the last couple of weeks have been going off, but now being tested here as they're going against Orbit, who's been a strong team this whole season. So seeing if they can get a little bit more working going, as that launch not going to be going into the favor of Spaghetti, so it's going to be Orbit coming away with that launch, but unfortunately going to miss that pass, so it's going to end up in Spaghetti's hand, able to get that cleared all the way to mid-court for Azon, who's going to be going back and forth trying to get that pass off.
What was that juke? I guess it worked, so there they go. There's the boost, there's the shot, there's the not goal, as they will roll back to meet Baller up top there. And apparently Twitch chat shunning me. What, for late dinner? Don't do that, as gets a nice grab, Zenith. I mean, with all these matches in a row, otherwise I won't be eating until late tonight. So don't you judge me. I mean, I guess you can. But anyway, back to Zenith now, and it's a 2-on-1 inside the goal with a lot of time to spare, and there's a score.
Yeah, that 2-on-1, I mean, it's going to be a hard situation for the goalie. Look at it any way you possibly can. You have almost what I called, I think I recalled one time, someone calling it almost a 50-50 chance. It's not. It's a lot less than that, but pretty much you either have to play the cross or you have to play the shot. Those are your really two only options on those 2-on-1s, so more than not, going to be a goal there.
Yep, and well, that's exactly what it was, as a intercept goes for one scoop, taking a bounce shot, but intercepted right back by Ao, who, worth noting, had a pretty big game yesterday. I mean, Na plus Ultra, that one went to 3 rounds, very close. And although for a while there, Spaghetti and Ao was stopped on some of his moves, it was in the clutch that Ao did have some very important buckets there to win for especially that first and third round, if I recall correctly.
I just want to make sure for my sanity, as this goal going in for one scoop, so 2 points now, 4-0 lead, but just for my sanity, was it Wireless Jacks or Na Plus yesterday that played Spaghetti?
It was Wireless Jacks.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So my sanity is restored.
Yeah. Talking about Orbit. Yeah, that's right. So, no, my sanity was the one that was off. I don't know. It must be the syrup hitting right now. Getting in the way of my thoughts.
Pancakes at 4 o'clock, people.
Hey, look, stop that. I mean, don't judge me, okay? Look, we got Orbit, we got, Spaghetti. So what if I have pancakes? Later on in the night, we have Creamy Milk debuting their new name. So, if I'm having pancakes at this time of day, you just deal with it.
And it looks like Orbit going to be able to deal with that clear. So Zenith now with it. Going to try to get that one cleared by Azon. Going to be there, but losing possession of the disc. So it's going to be back in the hands of Orbit as they're going to get this one halfway out. So Sneaky now looking to get a little bit of a rolling bounce shot off the way, but that boost going to be there before anything happens. So now it's in the hands of Wyperm, who's trying to get this one worked out, and it's going to end up in the hands of Meatballer as he's trying to look out, see what he can get going. That boost going to be there to pressure now into the hands of Ao. So Ao going to get stunned out. One scoop going to be able to recover it, and one scoop going to be going for a shot from half court, but just missing off of it. But a great bounce going to be into Sneaky's hands, who's going to be dinking off the post. So back in Spaghetti, where it's going to find Orbit back half field.
Yeah, and right back on the offense indeed. Then so they'll reset here. Blenders joining back as Zenith just tries to break and wait, but one scoop is right behind to get the disc right back, flings it up and to the wall, and retrieved here by Sneaky, and deciding that they need to calm it down, so they'll just back it out to Blenders.
Yeah, so a bounce right off the wall, and right up the Zenith is going to put it in for another 2 points. So now a 6-0 lead here for the side of Orbit, and Spaghetti even looking like they're having troubles breaking out their own end.
Yeah, it seems like it. But, I mean, 6 minutes left. That's a lot of time for Spaghetti to adjust. And now in an attempt to salvage my mistake and my misspeak and my mismemory from earlier, Spaghetti they were countered by wireless jacks, as you mentioned, pretty heavily early on. But as the time did go on, as the shot goes out, actually, and hit from Zenith. Nice shot there and a 3. So now that's a little bit more damaging than it was just 20 seconds ago. But yes, Spaghetti definitely came back strong, kind of showed why, you know, they are at the rank they are. For Orbit when they were playing Na+ Ultra, that was the one I was trying to get at as well. Blenders wasn't there at the time. It was Ultra Droid coming in, but Blender's back in the lineup now and back in his comfort zone, that midline.
Listen, no one's going to judge us. You're in 90% of matches. How are you going to remember?
Because I can and I will. That's how sometimes. I don't know. It depends on the night. You know, if there's a lot of matches in a row, sometimes it gets a little bit scrambled, as was the case last night. It was about, I think, 3 or 4 hours straight as that shot not quite straight enough on the goal. There's a lot of streams in a row last night. You joined me for the latter portion of them, and both really fun ones. A lot of people, 40, 50 plus people for the latter half of that night.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. One scoop here, getting this punch out, trying to get that clear out, but not finding that bounce, but gonna find, I guess, his own bounce. So maybe he did find the bounce, so it's gonna bounce off that backboard. A lot of bouncing going on. As Ao gonna take this one out of his own end and get that all the way over, maybe to find Meatballer and find an open goal as well. As Meatballer takes that shot, but Disc is gonna have a little bit of a mind of its own, and Meatballer is gonna have a little bit of a mind of his own as well. As that's gonna find itself in the goal, I guess.
That was the appropriate response from, I think, Sneaky. Said, what the? I agree. Yeah.
What the heck?
What the heckin'?
Aha.
Blenders with the disc. So 2 points so far for Spagoodles as Orbit just tries to get back into the goal here, maybe score some more. Sneaky Evil backing it out to the tunnel. And there's Blenders again, old reliable, or young reliable as the case may be. And one scoop going to drive in here for maybe a cross-pass play. They're trying to go for that break. Low momentum player. They go for that play sometimes, but off the head. Azon, I think, and back to one scoop.
Yeah, trying to go for that little bit of an anchor shot there, but not going to quite make it. So it's going to be back in the hands of Blenders. Almost is a little bit of a low pass, but he's going to be able to find that one low. Actually, maybe even drag this defender back with him a little bit as well. So Sneaky now trying to get this one up right on over. So it's going to be looking for a dunk. Just going to be missing that, but Zenith coming in from behind to put it away.
Yeah, maybe losing the handles a bit, so instead one scoop will just take the assist, I guess, whether he liked it or not. And I got a feeling maybe he didn't. But nonetheless, Zenith, oh, we got a rematch, it seems. So restart coming from someone there on Spaghetti.
Spagoodles.
Spagoodles as, yeah, well, we'll see what we reset to. Who dropped out? Azon, Yperm, Ao.
It was Meatballer, the man of a lot of leg. The man who did the leg thing.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what that was about, actually. Is that just like a lag thing? Yeah, lag.
I'm gonna guess it's a lag thing. I don't see it being anything else. I don't think so.
Well, now I'm a little bit confused. Are you saying leg or lag? Or I mean, I guess
Not
it's that Canadian. It's the Canadian accent there coming on through.
Hey.
I'm just saying. Leg, lag.
Lag. Leg. Leg.
Leg.
Lag. Okay.
Yes. I don't know. I'm on my last lag right now, so well we'll just wait it out here for Spaghetti Spagoodles to get back into the game. Down by 9 points here in the first round. Both of these teams in the gold division. Spaghetti with a 1230 MMR. It's 1250 for Orbit. So a little bit of separation, but quite similar records otherwise. Spaghetti 11-9, Orbit 11-8. So really, I mean, both of these teams have had their success, and they've pretty much stuck in this division for the entirety of the season. Or for Orbit's case, too. They were also in Master Tier for maybe half the season or so, or at least a third. But, yeah, both really strong teams, no doubt.
Yeah, so, and again, we mentioned yesterday, Spaghetti This was around, I believe, I don't know if it was polar opposite. I don't know if this was around what Wireless Jacks was what was looking at this first round, and then they came back and took it by a big margin. So it's just interesting to see what happens in the second round. Of course, anything can happen, and that's for sure. And we've seen that a numerous amount of times in these second games.
That we have as YPerm gets his camera time. So obviously on the stream, I really like your emote. It's a nice little decal you got there. Also the VRML. Oh, what's happening here? On the nest. What's this? One scoop looking more like Altered Droid with those robotic movements here.
You know what it isn't, Palidore?
What?
It isn't the Renegade.
Also true. Also true. For all you know, I did in fact slip in a Renegade video in there somewhere. Rox has been waiting for it. I said, if it happens, it'll happen when someone least expects it. It'll just be sneakily put into the stream. And no one will know or be the wiser. So, this is happening.
Oh. I think they're doing some exercises. I think that's what's going on. Gotta make sure they keep themselves pumped up. Make sure they're ready for when the break comes out. You know, 2 minutes left in the timeout. Jumping jacks. It's a great idea.
It's a little bit extra, and I'm going to tell you. be careful with some of those movements, Orbit. I'm not against laying down a hammer. Anyway, yeah, just a little exercise, maybe a little bit extra. You can almost call it exorbitant. But all right, well, back to it. I mean, whatever. Okay, well,
back actually into the game.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. Disc is in, I think, the appropriate place. Time is set. The scores are set. I didn't need to do anything for once. Yeah, so here we go. It's 11-2, and Ow launching out here for Spaghetti as Meatballer does get back into the game now and seeing if they can maybe convert on some goals here. If nothing else, find that momentum going into the second round, much like you mentioned happened with Wireless Jacks.
Ooh, Azon getting that steal, but gonna get double stunned here, so it's back into the possession of Orbit, and even with that steal going off, so back over to the other end, but Spaghetti is gonna have Ow sitting back there, waiting patiently for something to go on as they're gonna try to get this one over to the middle, and a boost in clear type-ish play, looking like it's gonna come out, but none other than Blender's gonna be back there, looking to get that clear off that interception, to get that all the way down, and maybe even finding a bounce. Nope, not quite, but almost recovered here by Orbit. Finally, Sneaky gonna have that, looking like he wants to drop off the backboard, so 2 points coming from Sneaky to make this a 13-2 game.
There were many not quites on that one. Like, oh, he has it. Nope, he has it. Nope, he has it. But no, ha ha ha. It's a joke as it goes into the goal. Finally off the backboard. But there's a lot of overshoots. Maybe just eyeing the players instead of the disc. I don't know. Happens from time to time.
It's kind of been that kind of game almost this whole time, as it's just been.
Oh, nice grab.
You know, been
nice
out
punch.
of hands, and then Zenith recovers it, and then he's gonna clear it. And look, Blenders is there, so it's back to Blender's hand. That's kind of how this game's been going so far, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
No, for Orbit, I guess it doesn't matter to them if it changes because they're just at the advantage here. Every time it seems like, I mean, only 2 points for Spaghetti, which again, kind of unusual to see him stifled like that a lot of the time, but kind of happening in some games recently as they go for the shot that's Zenith off, but the dunk in. Sneaky just anchoring to move himself up a little bit, up one floor before going down again for the goal.
So still a 15-2 game, and Orbit, you know, looking to probably take away with this first round. I mean, they keep taking away these half-court possessions. And again, it's just been a really mix and match game. It's just Spaghetti maybe not able to get it really going on the offensive zone too much. Of course, Blender's sitting back there, giving them a lot of troubles.
You don't say. Blender's in the midline. Never seen it before, but yeah, absolutely huge for his team because what does it do? It enables them so many attempts, just like this 3-1 from one scoop.
Yeah, and these steals as well coming off for Orbit is really doing them a lot as well. You know, all these steals are turning right into points on the other end. So 18-2 now, which is just going to be 30 seconds left coming out of these tubes. So I'm pretty sure we can crown Orbit the victors of round 1 around this point.
Do you dare mention a crown with VTS King in the chat?
Oh no.
He's the one with the crown here as they're trying to crown the goal for one more. So there's a score from YPerm, and it's 4 points for them, but not going to be enough, to say the least, to defeat Orbit here with that just mighty big lead that they built up. So round ending, and yeah, going to Orbit here in the first.
Yeah, so again, we can see anything, and one thing I like a lot right now about the arena, I don't know if it's on purpose, I actually don't know, but the lights are out.
The lights
Once
are
the
out.
game ends, lights out. Yeah. It gets dark in the arena when the round ends.
Does it? Are you sure?
Yeah, if you look through the tunnels.
Oh, I think that's a recent thing that happens. Maybe not. Well, I don't know. I think you're actually insane, but that's okay.
Yes, I am.
That's all right. Give us the actually non-stats because it was about what 2.5 minutes or something worth. I don't know.
Yeah,
So not too much to go with.
Every player on both teams is going to have 0 points leading into this second round.
Huh. Well, that is highly unusual.
How could that ever have happened?
I don't know. How could it happen to me? I made my mistakes, but anyway.
Oh, look, stats.
Kind
of.
Sort of
2.5
stats. I
minutes.
mean, got a little bit of stats in there. Not too much to work with, but hey, either or these teams realigning themselves and once again parting on the net. All right, one scoop in orbit. I'm not even kidding. You're gonna listen to this later. I'm telling you now. We will be issuing punishments, and I'm not kidding, for people who do stuff like that on the stream. So do not make me lay down the hammer because I will. We've been seeing it lately. You keep it appropriate, nothing vulgar. In fact, I will ping it now. Public callouts. But yes, this is it's gotten excessive a little bit lately.
That it has.
Solve for me, Caption.
We're getting close, I think, right? I don't know, what, there's no stats, hey, Chad, how's it going? Nice. I don't have the same effect as you, Palidore. I would never swear. You would never swear, no. No, you would, you're right. Shepherd.
Okay, hammer has been laid. Very,
Oh.
very disappointed in that though. Didn't actually get caught on stream, but the thing is, I already did it once before, and that one could have been if I wasn't on the scoreboard. So I'm disappointed in you guys. You behave. Jeez.
Q and A, that is a,
It's
a
not.
good
It's
question.
look, it's not the swearing. It's the very physical motions they're making, Mr. Danimal. I don't care about the swearing. It happens here and there, but if you're if you're making very vulgar acts on the stream, no longer cool or acceptable. Not that it ever was. So none of that.
A little bit of a Q&A session while we're waiting. So Ashad, if I said his name right, asking if you are eating plain pancakes or chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip. What? Oh, just no. Regular crappy microwave pancakes.
Oh.
They were made earlier, and then I didn't eat them, so I microwaved them to heat them up again. Don't judge me. Just stop it.
I'm not judging you. I mean, pancakes are
Okay,
pancakes.
you know what? Maybe I'm judging myself. Okay, I just don't ask.
I don't pancake shame. I think we're just waiting on the teams to ready. Oh, it looks like Isolate's back.
Isolate. Yeah.
Isolate coming in for Meatballer.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Oh, halfway through, we get a sub, I guess.
Yeah, apparently. And I'm telling you, Orbit, I'm not kidding. I will absolutely punish. I'm not playing games. I've seen this too much the last 2 weeks. That's why I'm saying at the end of these streams, everyone be good to each other, be nice. I don't want to have to be meanador, but some teams lately, and I'm just saying. You got me in a mood. But over here, we got round 2 starting, so here we go.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
All right, so teams are ready and looking like they're about to get underway. So looking for this first initial joust. Last time was a little bit of a mistake, but this joust going to be coming out fast for both teams. It's going to be taken over from the side of Orbit to start out this game, but recover quickly for Yperm is going to get this back pass all the way over to Isolate, who, as I mentioned earlier, is back in the game. Meatballer looks like he is out, so it's going to be a Meatballer-less team here now with Ow playing that front spot. He was looking like he was playing, I don't know if it was full goal, but he was definitely playing a lot further back, as it's going to be a pass from Zenith, who's going to reach the hands of one scoop. He's just going to get this back pass going into the hands, back to Zenith, sorry, and back in the hands of Sneaky. So just looking to work something around here to get this one all the way back to Blenders, but unfortunately going to miss his hands, but finally reached them. And they're going to get this one cross around again. So really good midfield passing as it's going to find a cut. And Zenith going to get right up and down as he's going to get that 2 points.
And first two for Zenith there off the second round. Sorry about the delay on getting to the gameplay screen. But we didn't miss too much except for, what, 30 seconds of, I guess, back passing. So I've done worse. But Al's going to launch out here and send it out over to Sneaky. Sneaky with an open goal, eyeing it, and that is not what they wanted to concede, and right back at it. It's Orbit with another 3.
Oh, 5-0 to start out this game, and really quick in the round 2, only a minute and a half. Or more or less 2 quick succession goals. It's going to build up a lot of momentum coming from Orbit, and that's a lot of momentum they had before these 2 goals. So Spaghetti might have to look to get something started and a little bit quicker here, as Ow just going to be playing a little bit further back. Almost had that disc stolen from Zenith, so he just sends it down, but Blender's going to be standing there waiting. So now it's into the hands of Sneaky as they look to get something going again for them.
Yep, so a pass fake. That was a pretty nice move from now one scoop trying the shot. Couldn't quite get that one through. Back to Yperm now going for a clear. There's the immediate boost, but you can kind of see Azon there. A nice leech as well from Blenders. But kind of instead of opting for the regrab, just went for a quick pull off of his teammate, and I think that enabled Orbit just to get the disc right back instead.
Yeah, and it's going to be a good drop pass here heading into the hands of Zenith, who's going to drop this even further back for Sneaky. So looking to get it going again, so Sneaky going to be able to get this one over to One Scoop. One Scoop looking to get that stun, so now a one-on-one with the goalie. He's not going to be able to miss that one, so it's now a 7-0 lead here coming in for Orbit.
So pretty much just starting where they stopped at the end of that round. Last round, 18-4 initially, and 7-0 so far. That's, I mean, still, again, a lot of time, but not what I'm used to from Spaghetti as of late. They did win yesterday, and they came back, you know, in that second round, as we said, but it's just unusual to see a team like Spaghetti not being able to score for minutes at a time. I'm not used to it. But credit to Orbit on the defense as well. I think that's one of the things they got going for them as this pass goes through, is that Orbit does play a more aggressive style of defense than a lot of teams do in North America.
Yeah, and these kind of, you know, these matches that we think are going to be closer are more or less matchup issues, not like a range of skill, but it's a range of play styles. You know, some teams don't play as well against certain play styles, but play better against others, and kind of stuff like that. Is Yperm has a little bit of issues with that disc there, but he is still going to be able to have possession of that as he gets this one over to Isolate. Now Isolate looking to break out.
And Al trying to break out as well. Mentioned his big game yesterday, and all around, you know, a high-scoring player he is, as we get Zenith and One Scoop on attached to each other, getting the stack back after they get the disc back, and now they will back it out to Sneaky.
Yeah, so a back pass again coming from Sneaky all the way over to Blenders. Blenders going to put that brakes on as he gets that back to Sneaky. And it's actually going to be stolen from Ow. So Ow now looking to get a shot off that side wall, and he very well could be getting it, but not taking that bounce off the backboard that he wanted to see. So it's going to be back into the hands of Orbit as One Scoop now looking to break out.
And One Scoop from that tunnel, getting stunned now, looking for some grabs. The Blenders managed to be the one that come away with the boost off of that dog pile. And well, up here, it's taken by, slapped out actually by Orbit, but back into the pocket, and Yperm and Azon with the disc right back. But again, cut off, and there it goes again, back and forth still.
Yeah, just kind of a back and forth game. See who makes a more of a very critical error here, as they're just looking to get something going, as now Orbit finally looking for that is Sneaky, maybe going for a bounce shot, but not going to be able to find it because Ow is waiting all the way back at goal for that disc, so he's going to look to get that passed off, but
Man.
Zenith going to be there to stun him. There's no Zenith with a pass over, but just a little bit too short, or low, sorry. So it's not going to be received well for that cross, but one Scoop going to be able to recover it, and back in the hands of Orbit goes.
Yeah, again, just showing that defense in the mid lane buys them the goal. All based on that turnover over in the wedge kind of area there on that pass. Just, yeah, Spaghetti not able to get any of their offense going every time. It's just an Orbit player's there to contest and unable to kind of deal with it at the moment. They still have 4.5 left, but they're really playing from a point of, where they start needing to be even more aggressive just because of the timing, and it's not going to pay off based on what's gone on so far. There's the shot just off, rebounded, and again just dinging. So back to Orbit one final time, and then the dunk in after a little bit of stumbling over the goal.
Yeah, a couple of missed shots. They're going to hit that post, so finally going to reach his hands to Sneaky, who is hanging off the very thing that was stopping them and getting that dunk in for 2 points. So 11-0 now here, coming from Orbit around halfway through this game.
Yep, and 11-0. We'll see if it remains. I mean, at the moment, Isolate here with the disc, going to kind of stall it out, but again, the score and timeout on the side, and Orbit's just going to play it back and wait for them to bring it all up the floor.
Yeah, so now looking like a one-on-one going to be taken here, but Azon going to be able to find that. So 11-2 now coming out. So looks like Spaghetti going to be slowly trying to claw themselves up. They have to get a little, maybe stack a couple more goals coming out of here. So seeing if they can break through this offense that they maybe looking to be struggling with, as well as Orbit just been passing around just super, super well so far this game.
Yeah. So got that first one to go. See what they do here. There's Yperm with the clear. Just going into the opposite pocket, but getting stunned now in the process of the recovery. Couldn't get a grab going, but the stacks are going now for Ao. So that was a good one by Spaghetti to get back. And there's a shot from 3. Oh, they really needed that one, and that one as well. With under 3 minutes left to go, Yperm, maybe a third time will be the charm for them too, but no, just third time's the harm as the punch goes to Yperm, and then back again on the disc. Time running out a little bit here, Caption.
Yeah, and those are the ones that are going to hurt you. They had 2 really, really good opportunities, but unfortunately both chances just dinging right off the post. So seeing what they do here is they do recover the disc at least. So looking to get some offense again spread out. They're just going to cross that one over to Isolate. Isolate got to bring that one up. So now it's going to be in the hands of Yperm, and getting that one over to Ao. And once again, unfortunately, just hearing the ring of that post isn't going to be what you want to hear right now, as that boost going to be coming out for Orbit as they try to get this one off the wall. But Yperm going to be all the way back there to recover that. So they're looking just to get this one cleared out now into the hands of Ao, who's just going to send this one back to Isolate.
So fortunate they didn't pay for it in terms of being scored on again, but it's just the time more so not on the side. So even with these extra possessions that Orbit, or that Spaghetti got for a while, Orbit just holding them off and denying them these extra points that they really desperately need at this juncture.
Yeah, and these boosts going to be coming out. Not going to do a lot for Spaghetti as well, but they are going to get that disc and get that one sent down. Unfortunately for them, though, most of their team was stunned out, so not able to get a stack going. But this clear not going to be going into the favor or the side of Orbit. The Yperm going to be there to recover that, but this stack here going to come out to play some defense, so losing that advantage in a little bit, but they're going to try to get that one down across, but just sails over the player. So once again, going to be slapped out by Blenders, and looking like it's going to be another Orbit possession going all the way down the field.
And going for a bounce at that as it goes up high, taken back. Sneaky Evil from the sky will get stunned. Instead, it's Yperm. Of course it is, because he's always the brawling extraordinaire, if nothing else, as Blenders goes for one more pass very nicely and tightly woven on a great series there. That was just precision, surgical for Orbit.
Yeah, great passing there to get that cut pass going in. So another 2 points just to stack up there. I mean, I think the moment the momentum kind of ruined for Spaghetti there was maybe hitting those posts a couple of times. That's not going to do anything for them. So coming into this 11-point lead with only 30 seconds left, definitely going to be very, very difficult to see Spaghetti being able to take this game.
Yeah, Yperm getting to isolate here, but indeed anything that happens here kind of inconsequential in the grand scope of what's about to unfold with these last 15 seconds. Blenders the little shield and clear, sends it right through. Spaghetti recovering, isolate with that disc, and just slings it out off. Oh, nice bounce actually going right to Ao's hands. Going for that cross, but just missing. And time now concluded. It's 13-2, favoring Orbit in 2 rounds.
Comes to a close.
Yeah, so Orbit taking this one away from the side of Spaghetti. So a well victory for them, 13-2 in the second round. I can't quite remember what the exact score was for the first one, but yeah, Orbit must be feeling pretty good about this game coming in.
Yeah. So there's our stats for you. You will do the honors. Only about, what, 12 minutes worth of stats, but it's something. Or do you want me to do the honors?
I'm just reading chat because I seen something ask mods, and it was Whoosh asking a player left a team so they could sub for the opposite team in a match that's happening tonight. Is that allowed? If you're talking on the acts of isolate, he wouldn't have been leaving a. Or are you talking about Azon or isolate? Because Azon officially left Milk and joined Meat or Spaghetti. Sorry, so. He's technically on the team of Spaghetti right now, which is allowed.
Neither, he says. Either way, definitely. So if you've contacted mods or pinged like all the league mods and have gotten no responses in time for your match, I'll try to figure it out. I can only do so much just because we have the streams going on. That said, yeah, just PM me, or I think someone did. I just haven't been able to get to it because I've been streaming, so let me check it. Message me the details in Discord. Let me know if said person happens to be listening to this. One of those things, you know, by the rules, technically allowed, but under the discretion of mods, in the sense that if it's a obvious abuse and we need to act on it, we will. So if you know, don't risk the disqualification of your match over something that's a little bit, that you know is a little bit in a gray area like that, because you are susceptible otherwise. Anyway, message me the details. Like I said, be good to each other. I don't know what's with people lately. people get in all kinds of, I don't know. I think it's just, what's it called? It's a little stir crazy because everyone's indoors. I'm just saying. Keep it cool.
End of the season.
Yeah.
End of the season. Everyone's trying to get to their final forms, get that grind finished.
I guess.
Everyone's in a little bit of rotten mood, maybe. I don't know.
I guess.
But yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's just, you know, I don't know. I don't wanna make any further comments on that. Just be good to each other, please. That's all I ask.
Oh, you want to, and I guess that's probably the good one to do right now. I think it's our first NA match of the game, so maybe the schedule.
Sure, I'll put up the schedule there off the highlights in just a moment anyway. And a lot of matches that come. As far as what is being casted where, still have to confer for 1 or 2 of the matches for sure. But nonetheless, we have Boosty Boys versus Galaxy that will be coming up in 25 minutes. We've got Catalyst versus Mirage, half an hour after that. Skull Crusaders versus Deception. I don't think that one will be streamed. Illuminati versus Infinite, that one will be streamed. And we've got Nay Plus Ultra and Creamy Milk, as well as Genesis versus Chaos. They're all at that 6 o'clock, 8 p.m. Central mark. Illuminati and Infinite will be streamed. There's other 2, possibly not. Now, there is no team in Space Force, as well as Ignite and Infinite, trying to figure out those 2 matches. As well as Invictus and Nova, that one will also definitely be streamed. And by the by, you can always check the website on the matches page, vrml.com/Echo Arena, I think it is. But yeah, /Echo Arena /matches. And you can see which casters are assigned where. But for the moment, that's what we're rolling with. Oh yeah, and then one more challenge match at the end of the night as well, actually. Space Force versus Boosty Boys after Invictus and Nova. So, yeah, actually at the same time as Invictus and Nova. But 11 matches, that was 1 down, 10 to go. And we're going to cast all that we can.
We will. We will try.
Yeah.
We'll try.
Well, we will definitely cast all that we can. As far as casting all of them, well, we'll try. And
Okay, that one we'll try. We will cast all we can. We will try to... No, never mind. Palidore, take us out, buddy.
Sure. So, Until the next time, I don't know, 23 minutes from now, I've been Palidore, that's been Caption, this has been VRML Week 10, and that was Spaghetti versus Orbit. Orbit the victors today. Thank you in the Twitch for watching, and we'll see you again, well, hopefully very, very soon. Also, be good.
Toodaloo.